The Hybrid Ascendance, Chapter 1, Whispers from the Void. Dust clung to Dorian's skin, mingling with the sweat that dripped from his brow. The rhythmic clang of metal on rock echoed through the dimly lit mining tunnel, a constant reminder of his harsh reality. He was just another cog in the machine, a hybrid outcast toiling away on this desolate rock at the edge of Terran space. 2 centuries had passed since the Interstellar War, a brutal conflict that had left scars on the galaxy that still hadn't healed. Dorian had only heard whispers of it from the old-timers, their voices hushed with fear and resentment. For him, the war was a distant echo, a ghost from a past he never knew. Yet something stirred within him, a nagging unease that went beyond the daily grind of the mines. It was a feeling he couldn't quite grasp, like a whisper from the void of space, beckoning him towards a destiny he couldn't comprehend. "Dorian!" a gruff voice boomed, snapping him out of his reverie. "Quit daydreaming and get back to work." Dorian sighed, wiping his brow with a grimy forearm. His overseer, a burly Terran named Marcus, had no patience for idle hands, especially not those of a hybrid. Dorian was a mix of Terran and Zidonian, his pale skin and dark eyes a stark contrast to the rugged features of his human co-workers. He could feel their stares, their whispers, their unease around him. "Don't worry, boss," Dorian replied, forcing a smile. "Just taking a breather." He hefted his pickaxe and resumed his work, the rhythmic strikes a familiar lullaby. But today, something felt different. The vibrations from the pickaxe seemed to resonate with a strange energy, an otherworldly hum that pulsed beneath the surface of the rock. Curiosity piqued, Dorian followed the source of the vibration, his pickaxe striking a particularly dense patch of ore. A flash of light erupted, blinding him momentarily. When his vision cleared, he saw it, an intricately carved object, embedded deep within the rock. Reaching out, Dorian's fingers brushed against the cool metal. A surge of energy coursed through him, searing his mind with visions of war, of starships clashing in the vastness of space, of entire planets consumed in flames. He saw the faces of countless soldiers, both human and alien, their eyes filled with rage and despair. And then he saw himself, but not as he was now, a lowly miner. He saw himself standing tall, a beacon of light amidst the chaos, his arms outstretched, uniting a divided galaxy. The vision faded, leaving Dorian breathless and disoriented. He stumbled back from the artifact, his heart pounding in his chest. What had he just witnessed? Was it a glimpse of the future? Or was it just a hallucination, a cruel trick played by his overactive mind? He didn't know, but one thing was certain: his life would never be the same again. Chapter 2. Rise of the Renegades. The artifact's energy lingered in Dorian's veins like a fever, leaving him restless and agitated. He couldn't shake the visions from his mind, the weight of their implications pressing down on him. He knew he couldn't keep this a secret, but who could he trust? Word of the strange incident in the mines traveled faster than a rumor in a crowded cantina. Soon Dorian found himself under the watchful eyes of not just his Terran overseers, but also representatives from the Coalition, the vast alliance of alien races that shared an uneasy truce with humanity. "Dorian," a smooth voice purred, the accent distinctly feline. "My name is Alara. I am here on behalf of the Coalition High Council." Ilara, a lithe figure with golden fur and piercing green eyes, exuded an air of intelligence and authority. She gestured for Dorian to follow her into a secluded chamber, away from the prying eyes of the miners. "We have heard rumors of your abilities," Alara said, her voice barely above a whisper. "The incident in the mines, it was not a mere accident, was it?" Dorian hesitated, unsure how much to reveal. But something in Ilara's eyes, a glimmer of understanding, encouraged him to open up. He recounted his vision, the images of war and the cryptic message of the hybrid's destiny. Ilara listened intently, her feline features betraying a flicker of surprise. "I see," she said, her voice barely audible. "You are not like the others." Dorian's heart sank. "Others? What others?" "There are more like you, Dorian," Alara explained. "Hybrids, born from the chaos of war, scattered across the galaxy, living in the shadows, unaware of their true potential." A glimmer of hope ignited within Dorian. He wasn't alone. Ilara introduced him to Talon, a hulking figure with the sharp features and piercing eyes of his Raptorian heritage. Talon was a warrior, a survivor of countless battles, his body bearing the scars of his past. "We are not tools to be used by either the Terrans or the Coalition," Talon growled, his voice laced with bitterness. "We are our own people, with our own destiny to forge." Together the three hybrids formed an unlikely alliance, a band of outcasts united by their shared heritage and a thirst for answers. They knew their existence would not be tolerated by those in power, but they were determined to fight for their right to exist, to discover the truth of their origins, and to fulfill the destiny that had been revealed to Dorian. The road ahead would be perilous, filled with danger and uncertainty. But as the three hybrids stood side by side, a newfound strength surged through them. They were no longer alone. They were renegades, united by a common cause, ready to rise up and challenge the galaxy. Chapter 3. The Enemy Within. The sprawling metropolis of New Terra buzzed with activity, a vibrant tapestry of alien races and human cultures coexisting in an uneasy harmony. Beneath the neon lights and bustling marketplaces, however, Dorian, Alara, and Talon moved through the shadows, their every step a calculated risk. "We need more information," Alara hissed, her voice barely a whisper amidst the cacophony of the crowded streets. "Zarek is a master manipulator. He won't leave an obvious trail." Talon's eyes darted from side to side, his Raptorian instincts honed for detecting danger. "I sense we're being followed," he rumbled, his hand instinctively reaching for the hidden blade on his hip. Their search for evidence of Zarek's conspiracy led them to a seedy dive bar in the lower levels of the city. The air was thick with smoke and the stench of cheap liquor, a stark contrast to the polished chrome and neon glow of the upper levels. In a darkened booth, a figure cloaked in shadow awaited them. He introduced himself as Commander Grayson, a disillusioned Terran intelligence officer who had stumbled upon Zarek's plans while on a routine assignment. "Zarek is playing a dangerous game," Grayson rasped, his voice roughened by years of smoking and drinking. "He's been manipulating both the Terran Alliance and the Coalition, fueling tensions and stirring up old hatreds. He believes another war is the only way to consolidate his power." Grayson slid a data chip across the table. "This contains classified intel, proof of Zarek's treachery. But you have to be careful. He has eyes and ears everywhere." The hybrids studied the chip, their minds racing. This was the evidence they needed, but they knew they couldn't trust anyone, not even Grayson. He could be a double agent, sent by Zarek to lure them into a trap. As they debated their next move, a commotion erupted outside the bar. The sound of blaster fire echoed through the streets, followed by the screams of terrified civilians. "Zarek's goons!" Talon hissed, his eyes narrowing. "They've found us!" The hybrids fought their way through the chaos, their combined abilities proving a formidable match for the attackers. Alara's tactical mind guided them through the narrow alleyways. Talon's lightning reflexes dispatched their pursuers, and Dorian's telepathic blast disoriented and confused their enemies. As they fled the city, a new message bloomed in Dorian's mind, a gentle voice reaching out from across the stars. It was an elder of the Lumera, a peaceful race known for their wisdom and compassion. "We have been watching you, young hybrids," the elder's voice echoed in Dorian's mind. "Your path is fraught with danger, but you are not alone. Seek us out on the planet Lumina. We have knowledge that may aid you in your quest." With a newfound sense of purpose, the hybrids set course for Lumina, knowing that their journey was far from over. They had made powerful enemies, but they had also found unexpected allies. The fate of the galaxy rested on their shoulders, and they would not falter. Chapter 4. Forged in Fire. Lumina was a world of vibrant hues and serene landscapes, a stark contrast to the harsh mining colony Dorian called home. The air hummed with an almost tangible energy, a harmonious resonance that soothed his troubled mind. "Welcome, children of the stars," the Lumeran elder greeted them, his voice a gentle melody. "We have been expecting you." The elder, a luminous being with flowing robes and kind eyes, led them to a chamber bathed in soft light. There he revealed the true history of the interstellar war, a history long buried beneath layers of propaganda and deceit. The war was not a simple conflict between humans and aliens. the Elder explained. It was orchestrated by a shadowy cabal, seeking to maintain their grip on power by perpetuating division and fear. The hybrids listened intently, their hearts heavy with the weight of this revelation. They had been pawns in a larger game, their very existence manipulated for the sake of power. But you, children of the stars, the Elder continued, you are the key to healing the wounds of the past. Your unique abilities, your diverse heritage, they are not a curse but a gift. Embrace them, and you will become a beacon of hope for a divided galaxy. The Elder's words ignited a fire within the hybrids, a determination to rise above the prejudice and hatred that had been forced upon them. They spent days training with the Lumerans, learning to harness their abilities and unlock their full potential. Dorian's telepathic powers grew stronger, allowing him to delve into the minds of others, to sense their emotions, their desires, their fears. Alara's strategic mind became sharper, her plans more cunning, her ability to predict her enemy's moves almost uncanny. And Talon's warrior spirit blazed brighter than ever, his reflexes honed to perfection, his strikes swift and deadly. With newfound confidence and purpose, the hybrids returned to New Terra, ready to confront Zarek and his forces. They infiltrated his hidden base, a sprawling complex nestled in the heart of a volcanic mountain range. The battle that ensued was fierce and unrelenting. Zarek's soldiers, augmented by advanced technology, fought with ruthless efficiency, but the hybrids, fueled by their righteous fury and honed abilities, proved to be a formidable force. Dorian's telepathic blast disrupted the enemy's communication, sowing chaos and confusion. Alara's tactical brilliance allowed them to outmaneuver and outflank their opponents, striking at their weakest points. And Talon, a whirlwind of claws and fury, tore through the enemy ranks, his every blow a strike for freedom. In the heart of the base, Dorian confronted Zarek, their minds locked in a telepathic duel. Zarek's thoughts were a maelstrom of ambition, greed, and hatred, a dark reflection of the chaos he sought to unleash upon the galaxy. But Dorian's will was stronger, his connection to the light of the Lumerans a beacon in the darkness. He pushed back against Zarek's onslaught, his telepathic powers amplified by the righteous fury of his companions. With a final surge of energy, Dorian shattered Zarek's mental defenses, exposing his treachery to the entire galaxy. The Admiral's followers, seeing their leader's true face, turned against him, their loyalty crumbling like ash. The battle was won, but the war was far from over. The hybrids knew they had made powerful enemies, but they also knew they had ignited a spark of hope in the hearts of countless others. They had been forged in the fires of adversity, and they emerged stronger, more united, and more determined than ever to fight for a brighter future. Chapter 5: A Galaxy United. The news of Zarek's defeat spread across the galaxy like a tidal wave, washing away the fear and distrust that had festered for so long. The hybrids, once outcasts and pariahs, were now hailed as heroes, their names whispered in awe and reverence. Dorian, Alara, and Talon found themselves in the heart of New Terra, no longer hiding in the shadows but standing tall on a podium before a cheering crowd of humans and aliens alike. The city, once a symbol of division and tension, was now a tapestry of unity, adorned with banners bearing the hybrid insignia. "We are not here to rule," Dorian declared, his voice amplified by the city speakers, reaching every corner of the sprawling metropolis. "We are here to serve, to heal, to unite. We are the children of the stars, born from the ashes of war, and we offer a new path forward, a path of hope and understanding." And his words echoed across the galaxy, resonating with the hearts of those who had grown weary of conflict and longed for a brighter future. Messages of support flooded in from every corner of colonized space, from Terran outposts to remote alien settlements. The hybrids wasted no time in fulfilling their promise. They traveled from planet to planet, using their unique abilities to heal the wounds of war, both physical and emotional. Dorian's telepathic touch soothed the trauma of battle-scarred veterans, while Alara's strategic mind helped rebuild shattered economies and infrastructure. Talon, with his unwavering strength and compassion, became a symbol of courage and resilience, inspiring hope in those who had lost everything. The task of rebuilding the galaxy was daunting, but the hybrids faced it with unwavering determination. They established the Hybrid Council, a governing body composed of representatives from all races, dedicated to fostering cooperation and preventing future conflicts. The Council's first act was to dismantle the old power structures that had fueled the war, replacing them with a more equitable system that valued diversity and collaboration. They established trade routes, cultural exchange programs, and joint scientific initiatives, all aimed at bringing the galaxy closer together. Yet not everyone embraced the change. Extremist factions on both sides, clinging to their old prejudices and fears, plotted in the shadows, seeking to undermine the fragile peace. But the hybrids were vigilant, their network of spies and informants keeping them one step ahead of their enemies. One day, while on a diplomatic mission to a remote Terran colony, Dorian received a cryptic message from an unknown source. It spoke of a hidden threat, a weapon of unimaginable power that could tear the galaxy apart once more. The message was signed simply, The Watcher. Chapter 6, Children of the Stars. The grand hall of the Galactic Council chamber shimmered with an ethereal glow, the air thick with anticipation. Representatives from every corner of the cosmos had gathered, their diverse forms and vibrant attire a testament to the galaxy's rich tapestry of life. Humans, Zidonians, felines, raptorons, lumerons, and countless other species stood side by side, their differences momentarily forgotten in the face of a shared purpose. Dorian, Ilara, and Talon stood at the center of the chamber, their presence a beacon of hope in a galaxy scarred by conflict. They had faced prejudice, persecution, and near-death experiences, yet their resolve had never wavered. They had proven that the children of the stars, born from the chaos of war, could rise above hatred and forge a new path for the galaxy. We gather here today. Dorian's voice resonated through the chamber, amplified by the Lumeran technology that translated his words into countless languages. Not as Terrans or Zidonians, not as humans or aliens, but as children of the stars. We are a new generation, born from the ashes of a war that should never have been. A hush fell over the assembly as Dorian continued, his words carrying the weight of a shared history and a hopeful future. He spoke of the hybrids' journey, their struggles, their triumphs, and their unwavering belief in the power of unity. We have seen the darkness that lurks in the hearts of those who seek to divide us, he said, his voice tinged with sadness. But we have also witnessed the incredible strength and resilience of the human spirit, the unwavering courage of those who dare to dream of a better tomorrow. Ilara stepped forward, her graceful movements captivating the audience. We are not here to rule, she declared, her voice ringing with determination. We are here to serve, to heal, to build bridges between worlds that were once divided. We offer our unique abilities, our diverse perspectives, and our unwavering commitment to a brighter future for all. Talon, his imposing figure radiating strength and resolve, added his voice to the chorus. We are warriors, yes, he rumbled, but we are also peacemakers. We have learned that true strength lies not in conquest, but in compassion, not in domination, but in understanding. The chamber erupted in applause, a thunderous wave of approval that echoed through the corridors of power. The delegates, once wary and suspicious, now saw the hybrids not as threats, but as saviors, as beacons of hope in a galaxy yearning for peace. The summit lasted for days, as representatives from every corner of the cosmos debated, negotiated, and compromised. It was not an easy process, but the hybrids' presence served as a constant reminder of what was at stake. In the end, a historic agreement was reached, the Galactic Accord, a blueprint for a new era of cooperation and prosperity. The Accord established a unified government, a joint defense force, and a commitment to shared resources and knowledge. As the delegates signed the Accord, a sense of optimism filled the chamber. The children of the stars had done what centuries of war and diplomacy had failed to achieve. They had united a divided galaxy, paving the way for a future where all species could thrive, not as separate entities, but as a single, interconnected family. The story of the hybrids was not just a tale of survival. It was a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope can blossom and pave the way for a brighter tomorrow.